Hi, James Hardiman here, and another in the series of Hey James, How Do I? Um, I've been trying to use Autodesk 123D because I'm getting into 3D printing and the like, and I think it's probably a brilliant piece of software, but it's very new, and in my not very humble opinion, I think the help files and tutorials are simply awful. So I'm struggling to learn each little bit at a time. And all my life, I found the easiest way I find to learn anything is to teach it. So each time I learn something, I'm going to make a little video of how to do it. And today we're going to start off doing starting up Autodesk 123D and just doing one or two simple things. My biggest criticism of the help files is it tells you what things are rather than how to do things. So this is going to be a series of very short videos just saying how to do things in 123D. So we'll start off by going to Autodesk 123D Beta, which you will have downloaded, and the first thing you need to know is it takes quite a while to start up, so you just have to be patient. So the first lesson here today is be patient while it's starting. It is doing something. Honest, believe me, it really is. Honestly, it is. It really is doing something. Honest. Okay, and the first thing you get confronted with is this get started panel, and it says learn about 123D, and it's got all these wonderful things here, and I can't make any of them work. If you click any of them, it downloads a flash.swf file, and I'm working with Chrome mainly, and if I force it to go to Internet Explorer, it puts up something like a Camtasia but with no sound whatsoever, and it goes so fast you've no idea what it's doing. So my advice at this stage is to go close. That's down here, and it gets rid of that. And then honest, it is doing something. Honestly, it really is. Yay! Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just draw a very simple shape and pull it out into 3 dimensions. And most of the things here I don't really know what they do, and let's not worry about it. But there's a pencil there which I'm going to use for drawing, and this little thing up here shows you what view you're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into 2D drawing, looking at the front, draw something, then going back into isometric view, which is looking at it at an angle, and pull it out into a shape and wiggle the shape around. Not terribly exciting, but at least you will have done something. So first of all, go up here to top right and click where it says front, and that moves around, and now what we're doing is just seeing a 2D front-on version. And come up here and click on the pencil and go straight up to where it says draw, and click, and then come down somewhere into the drawing space, and we might need to be in here. I honestly don't know, don't really care, but you'll see it says specify first point. I don't know what hold shift to lock sketch plane means. I don't think it really matters, but if we click, it then says specify next point. And I'm just moving the mouse to the left. I'm not holding anything, I'm literally just moving the mouse to the left, and you'll see in the middle there's a dimension box that says how far we've got. So I'm going to try and see if I can get to precisely 200 millimeters, and there's probably a way of doing this precisely, and I haven't learned what it is yet, but that's good enough. And click. And then when you move on, it tells you two things. It tells you the angle that you're doing the next piece in, and the length, which is rather cool. So I'm going to come up here, click, come down here and click, and come over here and click, and then I'm going to move straight out here, and when I get opposite the starting point, a little line drops down, look, to tell me that I'm over the starting point. Click, and all the way down, click, and I'm done. I now have a funny sort of shape. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here and click the little house. And when you click the little house, it takes you back into isometric view, which doesn't tell us all that much because this is a two-dimensional shape in a three-dimensional world. However, if we click it, one of the things we can do over here, look, there's a thing that says extrude. If you go to that and click extrude and come back here, you'll see a double-headed arrow that shows you the dimension in which you can extrude this shape. And when you're done, you click right click and go to OK, and that's it. You have made a three-dimensional shape. You can come up here and look at its front. You can click the arrow on the left hand side to look at its left, click again to look at its back, click again to look at its front, to look at the right hand side, click again to look at the front, click up here to look at the top and the back and so forth. And we can also, if we click here, we can somewhere here, there we go, we can wiggle it around. And the last thing in this lesson is if you come somewhere up to the top left of it, click and drag the mouse down to the right, you get this kind of orangey box. Let go, everything is selected, right click, and you can delete it all. And that's it. That's the first little lesson in Autodesk 123D. You have now done something, made something, and played with it.